Hey folks, we're down here at Table Rock Lake getting ready for the Costa FLW Series Championship. This is the third day of practice, one more day tomorrow, and I'm joined now by Shane Hatch out of the Northern Division. Shane, I guess go ahead, give me kind of a rough breakdown on what you've seen on the lake so far.
The fish are really scattered. They want to go into a fall pattern, but they're not quite there. So I think throughout this tournament, you're going to see a lot of mixed fishing. I don't think everyone's going to be straight fall pattern. So, it's been fishing tough.
As far as like water temperature and clarity go, what have you seen out there? Because I understand you fished some of sort of the upper end of the lake, or at least the middle part, but also down here today.
Yeah, most everywhere is pretty clear. If you run way in the backs, you start to get into a little bit of dirty water. You're in that 68 to 70, 71 degree water temperature. I kind of hoped it cooled off a little bit more before this tournament, but it didn't happen. So.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of would have liked for the water to cool down a little bit, but it's not what we've got. We've got really an extended summer here. You're from Maine. Is there anything, not even back home probably, but is there anything that you've fished before that's like Table Rock? What's your previous Ozarky experience, or do you have any?
No, I came here a couple weeks ago, first time here. You kind of need a couple days just to get a feel for the place, for anywhere. I fished Lake Hartwell earlier this year, just through traveling. It's the only other place I really feel is comparable. Just a pattern lake, a lot of creeks and arms, a lot of water to cover quick. So.
Oh yeah, sure. It's got that clear-ish water. It's definitely a big sort of sprawling type lake. Yeah. With your final day of practice, do you have any plans in mind? Are you going to try and go way up a river, or are you going to try and do something different, or is it more sort of looking around down here?
No, I've got an area that I like personally. I caught a few really nice fish through the first couple days of practice. I'm going to go back and kind of expand. I've tried to do a real quick run through the past 3 days because there is so much water. So I'm going to narrow it down and hit anything that I didn't hit before, look for anything kind of off the beaten path.
All right. I like it. Well, Shane, thanks for stopping by, and good luck out there once the tournament starts. All right, folks, last man of the evening is Jim Tutt, really closing this thing out. Jim, you've had a few days now to sort of get a look at the lake. How is it shaped up for you? Is the fishing as tough as I've heard from a lot of people, or are you really just dialed in?
Well, as you said, I'm the last one off the water today, and believe me, I need every minute of it. It's I've been here several times, and this is one of my favorite lakes, but boy, I've been struggling. This is the third full day, and I mean literally full day. And today was terrible. I did not catch a keeper today. Just a few short. Yeah, no kidding. I had a decent day yesterday. I caught 5 keepers yesterday, but it was all day long and on 4 different baits, and just there was no pattern to them. My buddy Mark Maurer, my co-angler, has been practicing with me. He's an excellent fisherman, and we thought together we could figure something out, but it's been a struggle to say the least. The water's about looks like 4.5, 5 foot low, but it's fall time. But I think just from what I can tell, it's 80-something degrees today. We're here in Missouri, and the water's about 73, 74, something like that. So it hadn't cooled down very much, but it's kind of tough for us, to say the least.
Alrighty. As far as like species of fish, even if it has been tough, have you been running into all kinds, mostly largemouth, mostly spots, some smallmouth? What's that breakdown, at least kind of right now?
Yeah. For me, it's been mostly smallmouth. Like I said, I hadn't caught a lot of keepers, so it's kind of hard to determine. But most of the fish that we've caught, which is not many, has been smallmouth. Caught a couple nice largemouth, caught a couple nice spotted bass. Yesterday when I had 5, I had I think one big smallmouth, a really nice spot, and others were largemouth of the 5 that I caught. So you can get a mixed bag at them pretty easy. I really thought you could catch a bunch of spotted bass here now. You might have to go through a bunch of them, but I don't like to really fish deep. I think you can catch them deep, you know, 50, 60 foot. But that's not the way I like to fish. And so, you know, I'm fishing a little bit shallower than that.
Yeah, and knowing you, you'd rather be up near the bank if you can get it.
You know, that is when I meant a little bit shallower than that. Actually, I meant a lot shallower than that. But you know, I mean, if I'm going to not catch them, you know, I'm going to do what I like to do. And I think if personally, I'm fishing shallow, no doubt about it. And I can cover a lot more water than fishing deep. You know, it takes a long time to fish deep, and those fish have a tendency to move around a little bit. I've tried to do that before, and they always seem to disappear when I need them. But it's been a grind, and this tournament's going to be a grind. I don't think it's going to hardly take very much weight at all to do very well. But you know, I'll probably be wrong, but it's fishing very tough. And I've talked to just a couple of people that are, you know, close friends that I know are telling me straight, and they're struggling too.
All right. As far as going into this final day of practice, do you have any plans to see a new part of the lake, or is it sort of more continue and hope something develops or something changes?
Well, we talked about hopefully the weather change, but it doesn't look like it's going to change. I think there might be some rain or chance of rain on maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. I mean, ideally you want it to be raining on this place. They really bite good. It's pretty clear. And, you know, we kind of exhausted what we were looking for on this end of the lake. And so I'm thinking about tomorrow going up the river, either the White River or the James. I hate to do that because I know it's going to be tough up there too. You know, it was foggy this morning, and you could, if it's foggy in the tournament, you could lose a lot of time, you know, waiting for a fog delay and then running up there is kind of dangerous. And I mean, I have to go up there because I'm afraid I'm going to miss something if I don't. So that's the plan right now, to go up there tomorrow and see what happens.
All right. Well, Jim, thanks for stopping by, and best of luck looking at new parts tomorrow.
You know what? I need all the help I can get, so we're going to go check it out and see.
All right. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.